our defense, he might be overshadowed. But I think, you know, the guys that really turn on the tape and really watch Jordan and really know football understand how great and valuable Jordan is. And whatever team that gets him, man, is going to get a baller.
What was the most challenging thing about facing Will Howard in practice?
Yeah, man, I think Will is a great quarterback. I think a quarterback that is going to surprise a lot of people and a quarterback that should be drafted extremely high. I mean, a dude that makes a lot of plays. He's immobile, even though people want to talk about when he tripped against Texas, but he's immobile, fast, and I mean, I don't think a quarterback played better than he did in the last 4 games in that last stretch, and I think, you know, the tape speaks extremely loud.
What was it like to watch, you know, Sonny kind of embrace a new role? And yesterday Cody was saying that, you know, he's probably the favorite to get the block O right now.
Oh yeah, Sonny, man, he's a baller, man. That's one of my closest friends, and to watch the way he developed and the way he was playing that last stretch at the end of the season, man, he made a lot of plays, and I mean, I think he's the best linebacker coming back in the country this year. So to see what he's going to do next year, man, is going to be special, and I will not be surprised when he's standing at this podium next year.
What stands out about Malik and Jalen to give you confidence that, like, you just said, like, whichever young safety plays at you, like, what gives you confidence that one of those two guys is going to be, like, at the same level?
Yeah, they're 2 ballers, man. 2 ballers and competitors. Extremely smart and care about the game, man. They're always in there meeting with me, extra, meeting early, and, you know, 2 dudes that care and are going to be put in the situations by our defensive coaches to make a lot of plays. So I can't wait to watch them and the players that they're going to turn into next year. And yeah, I'm going to just be, you know, a proud old head cheering them on from afar.
And then Leroy, he was a guy who came in. You guys all seemed to really like the progress that he was making. What kind of jump did you see him make in the first year that makes you think maybe he could be good next year?
Oh, I know he can be good. I mean, he was catching picks all the time at practice, and he might have had, you know, the most picks during camp, to be honest. So to watch Leroy get in there, an extreme ball hawk, man, and to watch him develop, and, you know, he's acquired a guy, his personality, you know, start to show more throughout the season, man. I'm excited once, you know, he gains that, you know, confidence you gain just from more ball, and man, he's going to go out there and make a lot of plays and be a baller.
Lathan, did your opinion of Ryan Day change at all after that team meeting, after the...
I mean, never. I always had a 100% belief in Ryan Day. I mean, he's our leader, man. He was our coach, and you know, everything he said we believed in. But yeah, I think to be a head coach and to go in a meeting and, you know, take some fire from the players, I don't know if coaches across the country are doing that. And, you know, he did that, man, and I have unbelievable respect for Coach Day, man. So he's changed my life. So, you know, to watch him do that and then go in there and we play the way we play, he deserves everything that's coming his way. So I'm glad he got that big paycheck, man. And I know that next year, you know, he's gonna have another opportunity to win another national championship.
Hey, Lathan, what is anything about college football? What would it be?
If I could change anything about college football, maybe just have the playoff games a little sooner, so you know that we have more opportunity for the guys that go on, you know, the big run, national championship run, to, you know, prepare for the combine and stuff like that. But other than that, man, you know, I had an amazing amount of fun this year playing.
Lathan, what are some things you learned from the playoff run that you think you could take into the NFL with you?
Yeah, I feel, you know, just preparation. I think that I did a good job, you know, preparing for all the games this year. But, you know, when you're playing NFL talent every single week and you're playing, you know, loaded rosters, just, you know, the details, man, how much the details matter, and, you know, the fine minute things matter, man. So I think just always, I think that's what I learned.
What do you want to impress upon NFL teams here about you?
What'd you say? I'm sorry?
What do you want to impress upon NFL teams about you?
I think, man, just my knowledge of the game, man. Just get on there, get on the board, show them how I know, you know, every position on the defense, can learn and obtain information really well, and then that I'm a competitor. I'm going to go out there and compete, even though we just played 3.5, 4 weeks ago. I'm going to go out there and compete in these DB drills and show them what I got.
Like in the middle of the playoff run, Max Clare joined you guys. It seemed like he was giving you guys some problems with route running, stuff like that in practice.
Yeah, he's a dog.
What did you see out of him that makes you think that, like, next year he's going to be among the receivers catching a lot of passes?
Yeah, it's funny. I actually went to Coach Key after we played, you know, Purdue, and was like, man, if he enters the portal or he's a guy, I think, you know, he's a guy we should get. He was one of the best tight ends that stood out on tape immediately every time we study for them and prepare for them. So, you know, I'm excited how we're going to use him next year.
Lathan, when you think of the NFL Combine, who's the first player that comes to mind?
You know, shout out in Arizona to Byron Murphy. You know, just growing up in Arizona, he was the one that really stood out to me, and I actually got to work out with him a little bit when I was in high school, and, you know, to see him go ball out and be successful and now killing it in the NFL, man, just shout out them Arizona guys.
Did you mention the talk to me? Did you play Penn State?
I'm sorry, what
Did
you
you
said?
match up with Tyler Warren when you?
Yes, me, Jordan, and Caleb all had opportunities to go against Tyler Warren. You know, he's a great player. Penn State used him in so many different ways, whether he's at quarterback, center, receiver, tight end. And, he's a special player that's, a Swiss Army knife that can do it all.
Lathan, have you had a chance to speak with, or do you plan to be to speak with the Cowboys?
With the informal meetings, I've had a chance to speak with every NFL team. And yeah, I think, Cowboys are a special organization, and, would be blessed to be a part of them, their organization.
How much fun would it be to play on a defense that features Michael Parsons up front? How much fun would that make it in the back end?
Oh man, I think that I've been blessed at Ohio State to be behind, amazing fronts with, JT, Ty, Tyleek, Jack, and, the players that are still there right now. And he makes being a safety and playing DB so much more fun. So to be behind a player like Michael Parsons, man, that would be unbelievable.
You think it'd be some fun practice banter at Penn State, Ohio State?
Yeah, I don't know how much that carries over to the NFL, but he has a guy I see that has a lot of personality, so I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Lathan, you talk about the minute details. I'm kind of curious, when you watch a film, what do you see, and what's your mentality when you're going in for a run fit, specifically in the run fit?
Yeah, so I feel that our defensive staff and coaches do a great job, breaking down what our run fits are, what the fronts are in front of us, and yeah, I think that through the constant repetition, through the constant watching film, through the constant asking questions, it makes me have the ability to go out there and play fast. People always talk about how fast I look on tape. It's really from preparation. So preparation and knowing what's going to come is why I play so fast.
And talk to me, a little bit about one of your players, Tyleek Williams. What did you learn from him, and how would you say he grew as a person, as a player this year?
Yeah, I think Tyleek Williams and Ty Hamilton are two unsung heroes. When you have two D tackles that are dominating the interior run gaps and making it really tough, to run inside zone and runs like that, man, it really shortens the possibilities what the offense can do. So they both grew as amazing players, as amazing men off the field, and whoever picks both of them up, they're gonna get dominant D tackles.
Did you formally meet with the Bengals?
Did I formally meet with the Bengals? No, I did not formally meet with the Bengals.
That's I know you were close with Bobby Carpenter, Anthony Schlegel throughout the season. What did you learn from those guys?
Man, I think just, first of all, how to get up here in front of you guys and talk to the media and answer some of your guys' questions. But man, I'm just blessed to have the opportunity to do that. They know how much I was in the broadcasting, and hopefully have a future, whether it's with the Big Ten or someone that, will give me an opportunity to do that after football. But, they just gave me an opportunity to take real reps at that, get in front of the camera, talk about us, talk about what we did, talk about different sports. And man, those are my guys, man. And, I hopefully can't wait to, in a week and a half to get back on the show with them.
Lathan, you're a big time hitter, but all DBs like getting their hands on the ball.
Yeah.
If you only get one, would you rather get an interception or like a tackle for loss on fourth down?
Interceptions, man. Interceptions and punch out, somehow get the ball back to our offense is something I take pride in and definitely would love to do. Yeah, it means everything, man. I think that the years I was at Ohio State, that was our goal every year, and to finally accomplish it on our last goal means everything, and I can't wait. And whenever I go back to Ohio State to finally get that ring on.
Lathan, I remember you as a young player playing against Georgia in the Peach Bowl, and that was a classic game, obviously. What do you remember that game, and what part of the journey was that for Ohio State? Because that had to be a tough setback at that point.
Yeah, man, just being a young player and playing that game against a great team was a great atmosphere. You learned a lot. You learned a lot about the details. In that game, our defense wasn't as detailed as we needed to be and didn't execute our jobs that we needed to do. So you made sure to learn from that and continue to grow. And when we get in the next season, you make sure that doesn't happen again. And then, this year we get into our season, and I feel that our defense did a great job understanding that and executed at an extreme high level.
So when you watched Brock Bowers in the NFL, were you sitting back going, yeah, we saw that coming? Obviously, you played against him in that particular game.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that he was going to be a baller at the next level, and a bunch of those dudes from that team are playing at the next level. A bunch of those dudes from our team are playing at the next level. So, blessed at Ohio State that a lot of guys I've played against are being successful at the next level, and I hope to be the next one.
Lathan, what was the most challenging tight end, I guess, the game plan for, and then ultimately covering it?
Yeah, I think probably Tyler Warren, just because of how much they used him. You never knew that he would line up somewhere pre-snap motion, and he's in a completely different spot post-snap. So I feel that he was a great one. I feel that Purdue tight end, Max Clare, is going to be a baller and is probably one of the best tight ends that we played. And I probably think he's going to be the next best tight end coming into the college football season next year.
Thanks, Lathan. Appreciate it.